Hello everyone, this is Tim and Rina's Italian Lifestyle, and today is no cooking. This is a summer feast and we are going to make pesto first before I show you the rest of the feast that we can go with the pesto. So let me just tell you what I've got in front of me. Here is the basil, basil, if you like the sound of it. Before we start making pesto, let me just tell you how to achieve these such a beautiful leaves, very big leaves, because the reason for it, you really do not want the basil to bloom, because once it blooms, the leaves will start smaller and smaller. My hand is actually shaking a bit because yes. So let me just steal it. And here's another one I want to show you. You see, I never let my basil come into this stage where the flower buds are nearly open, ready to open, because what I want is the big leaves, because you know what, we can get so much flavor from the leaves to make pesto. I like the leaves because, yeah, especially now, it's summer, they're very, very useful in the kitchen. And the smell, I'm sorry that you cannot smell it. I think you may have to run to your garden and start rubbing it, and just, it's so wonderful. So now I've got the leaves here in front of me, ready to go to make pesto. This is about 50 grams of leaves, nice and clean. Even if it's grown in my own plant, I still wash them and then dry them a little bit, or at least no water. Salad spinner actually will do well. So I've got pine nuts, the one I'm using here. No, it's not pine nuts, it's cashew nuts. You can use pine nuts for sure, but I prefer cashew nuts. So it's all personal preference. So that is 30 grams.
If you're lucky to live in Hawaii, you can use macadamia nuts.
If I'm a millionaire. So, and now I'm adding 2 cloves of garlic. Now you can add less, you can add more. That's, yeah. And 100 milliliters of olive oil. And let's put this away in the lid. Oh, it's looking really good and beautifully wonderful fragrance. So now this is already ready. If you're vegan, you obviously don't put Parmesan cheese, but I am adding my Parmesan cheese. I said my because I like Parmesan. So for the measurements I gave you, it's 30 grams as well. It's the same amount of the cashew nuts, so that will be easy for me to remember. Another spin to mix them all up. And isn't that gorgeous? Look how beautiful it is. Now, before I tell you what we can use this lovely pesto that we just made, I know that I am going to ask you again, please subscribe and please press the subscribe button. Please help us out, and thank you for our regular viewers. The first dish that we're gonna make for the with pesto is bresaola. Bresaola is this guy here. It's a cured beef. The name in Italian is bresaola. I'm sure you can find it in an Italian store, il delicatessen. So I'm just going to spread it over under the plate, and you can do whatever you want, but this combination is just, I love it so much. It really is so delicious, the two together. And I tell you the rest of the ingredients after I play the plates with this. Imagine having a big platter of bresaola and pesto, and then drizzle with olive oil, and then Parmesan shaving to finish the dish. Oh, it's yummy. I bet you're gonna try it. Enjoy the summer, guys. Sometimes they do stuck a little bit, so just be a little bit patient when you're plating up. And isn't that gorgeous? So, and what we need here is on the top, so, and olive oil, so that can spread a little bit, the pesto. And then, yeah, I'm going to just spreading it a little bit with olive oil, and a little bit more olive oil. You can, this one is no measurement, just eyeball. And now is Parmesan shavings here. This is to complete the dish. I tell you, this is so good. And we are still a long way to go. Or this is to go for. We thank for this lovely, very fragrance. So that's one. And I saved this for the cook. I'm almost ready to eat it now. And now we are, I cannot resist. Of course, everybody knows what is caprese. Caprese is the most, it's the easiest thing that you can make when you don't actually want to cook, or you do not want to go near the stove. But you can go to the fridge, and I'm sure there's tomatoes and mozzarella and basil, but adding the pesto is even more flavorful. So I've got mozzarella here, I've got tomatoes, plenty as you can see. It's really summer. I've got sunflowers and blue sky outside, and enjoy. So first thing first, I've got these tomatoes, cut that bit here because it's not going to be pleasant to eat. Put that away, and again I'm using serrated knife because it's easier. So it's the usual tomatoes, mozzarella and basil, but the difference here is I add pesto instead, so it's more flavorful. So then I do that. And I need to cut some mozzarella. And all we do is arrange that on plate all around, and mozzarella, tomatoes, mozzarella, tomatoes, and finish with mozzarella and more. This is we're going to do what I did is I took a little bit of basil, and then I put some olive oil because it's easier to drizzle over the basil, over the tomatoes and mozzarella. And that's it for you. You have ready. All you need now is a glass of wine. Maybe the cook is really looking for a glass of wine now. And now the bread.
Hello everyone. So I heard a request for
Look at
a
that.
glass of vino.
Am I so lucky with my husband or not?
Well trained.
Okay.
Shall I put it there? Shall I put it there?
So, yeah, so summer with this in front of me and wine and the smell of this wonderful. So there's another one I want to add for this feast is just cut the bread and dip it to the pesto. I think that is the basic survival can do. Cut the bread, so we can call it bruschetta. Bruschetta? It's not bruschetta, it's bruschetta. It is it. So it's pretty easy. You either spread it over the bread, slice of bread, or you dip it on pesto and put it in your mouth. It's gorgeous. Oh, super delicious. Super easy, super delicious, and just enjoy. Just enjoy. It's August now, so in a few months' time, summer will be over. So there you go. So there we have it. This is what I've got for you. I hope I had given you some ideas what to do for pesto, because I know that pesto with pasta, pesto pasta, which we love so much. I just thought I'd do something, no cooking involved. So I've got bresaola with pesto, Parmesan shaving, and caprese, which is pomodori, mozzarella, pesto, and these guys here. And now I'm ready for my wine. Cheers! And thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.